Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to today's story recap from today's price action. Today, Tuesday, March 10. I ended up taking one trade, and that trade was a loss. Pretty happy with that loss, and I really feel I feel really happy about this loss. So today, first starting with the bias, and today I had a bearish bias for the reason that we're like really premium inside of this range. Like we are really premium. We haven't had like any sort of like retrace. So I wanted to see price action maybe deliver lower to then keep going higher. So then we can see at the 1 hour what I saw is that we had after this big expansion we had this we had this accumulation right here. Then we had like this manipulation that we end up putting like an SMT between these highs, but I wasn't really too focused like in this SMT. I wasn't like paying attention that much. So we manipulate higher. Then we were inside. We open up a 1 hour for value gap. We open up this 1 hour for value gap. I was focusing on. I want to see price action deliver lower to then keep going higher. So I want to see a rebalance into this 4 hour for value gap. Why? Because I'm expecting to see price keep going on higher, then accumulate after expansion, then maybe have a retrace into a 4 hour for value to then keep going higher, generating liquidity while coming down to then start like seeking those highs and well just keep expanding to the upside because at the end of the day I'm bullish in high time frame, but I was focusing on draws lower. So we open up this 1 hour for value gap. So I told to myself, I said to myself in the morning, depends on what we're going to do on market open. I would like to take longs or shorts. If we respect this 1 hour for value gap and then we start delivering lower, I'm gonna be really high convicted on shorts. So let me mark it out like this. Okay. So on market open, that was this candle right here. We came up, we had like a 1 minute inverse, but something that I noticed, and that's why I didn't took this 1 minute inverse right here, is that I usually get swept out after I take the first inverse on market open. I usually get swept out. So I've noticed that if I wait for a resweep or a confirmation, I have like better RR. So this is the source of liquidity that I was like targeting, this one and that 4 hour for value. Like this is as an internal draw, and this is an external draw, and this would have been like my main, like not my mainly target, but if I would have taken this one, I would have gotten break even with these accumulation lows right here, and then just wanted to see price delivering lower, but I wanted to see a resweep, and also the close in this was like kind of shitty. It's still a close, but it was kind of shitty. We didn't end up putting SMTs or anything, so we just started delivering lower. So after we start delivering lower, I was like, okay, if we open up a 5 minute for value gap, I will be down to take shorts. Why? Because this 5 minute for value that we end up open up right here, what was a sponsor. So I noticed something also looking at my data that my best trades, the ones that they play out the most, are 5 minute sponsors or 50 minute for values that they cover the entire leg. So I was just following my statistic and what works for me. So 1 hour for value gap right here, 1 hour for value gap, we open up that 5 minute coming out of that 1 hour for value gap. So then we can go into lower time frames, and we had a nice inversion right here, super good inversion with a lot of volatility. It's still really high convicted on my draws lower. So my initial entry was supposed to be here, but I felt that it was like pretty fucking, like if I wanted to put my stop loss, it would have been like something like this, and that's just, I don't want to have a stop loss that big. So what I did is that we open up this 1 minute for value gap. So keeping in mind that it still is the same trade, I just want to see a retrace in the for value to respect that for value to keep delivering lower. So I was doing something like this. I put my entry right there, I put a limit sell, and I put my stop loss right here to see this 1 minute for value hold to then keep delivering lower. So I take my trade right here. I get filled for some reason. Something really crazy that happened to me today is that some moment I logged out of my Trade of 8 account here in the computer. So because I logged in my phone because I was going to a restroom, and because well I was doing my morning thing. I was taking a shit. That's my morning thing. I just wanted to clarify that. So so when I went to take a shit, then I logged in my phone. Then I came back. I was like, okay, I'm gonna log in on my computer. So I wasn't able to log in my computer for some fucking reason, and so I had to put like I put a limit cell here, but it wasn't appearing anything in my phone. So I had to go to Tradeovate, and by accident I ended up putting 12 contracts here. It's like I pressed two times the cell limit of six contracts. So I had to go to Tradeovate, and I deleted one. Then I deleted the stop loss, and then I deleted by accident the two stop losses that I had. So I ended up deleting like 12 contracts here, 12 contracts in my take profit, and deleting one thing in my entry. So I was like, oh shit, this is super fried right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just gonna leave my trade because, well, at the end of the day, it's still the same idea. I'm just gonna close it manually. So we are gonna test how much of discipline do I have. So I take this trade, then we came down, we created equal lows with this shit. So I didn't move my stop loss to break even in NQ. We came close, but we never like took them out. Right here, let me see. Where is it? 9:30. Yeah, we were like pretty close, but we never took them out. So I was still like, okay, I still feel pretty high convict that we're gonna keep going down. This is my statistic. I'm gonna let it play out. So and since we created those equal lows, I was like, okay, I'm still like more high convicted that price is gonna keep going down because we're engineering liquidity, where I want to see price action go. So we came down, we created those equal lows, and then we just reversed. So I did end up closing my trade where I wanted to close it. So I feel pretty good about that. And then, well, I felt okay. I didn't end up taking anything else today. And the thing that I learned today is that I executed my edge perfectly. I executed my narrative. I executed like the logic that I had in my head, in my head while I was taking this trade. But the thing that I didn't like is that I was here in Tradeovate looking at the chart. So that shit moves fast, boy. That shit moves fast. That shit is not for the weak. And that's what I think. That shit is not for the weak. It was a lot of dopamine that I was receiving in that moment. But well, the trade idea still was there, so I just let it play out and cancel when I had to. And then I was like, okay, I want to learn from this trade. I want to know why it failed or why it didn't play out. And I couldn't find anything like based on my statistics. Maybe I could have avoided it with not taking these as like these as shitty ass clothes over here. But still, like that was my idea. And also something else that I forgot to add is that we had 10 a.m. open right here, 10 a.m. open right here. So some that was like something to add to the trade that helped me as a confluence. Just something real quick. Like I saw that we open up here, we just like build up like a little bit more of liquidity, and then we manipulate it into that 5 minute, and then we inverse that, confirming us that we're gonna keep going lower. So for me, in my eyes, I think that this is an A plus setup. I really liked it, and I was going to go like break even when once ES seeked out that 4 hour for value gap because ES was closer. So I was like waiting to see ES seeked out the 4 hour for value gap, or maybe just close it if I have more than a one to one, or if I just have like a one to one. So yeah, that was like my idea today. Look here, we are pretty close, and also respecting that 1 hour for value gap right here, respecting this 1 hour for value and validating this 1 hour for value. So both assets, they were like correlated in that way. So I really liked it. So I think that this was like an A plus setup in my eyes, based on my stats. So yeah, I just end up catching the fucking low of the day, and then we just rally, and then we just start accumulating. I believe that also price action was like kind of weird today for the reason that tomorrow is gonna be CPI. So I think that price action maybe is just like more choppy to then seek out that liquidity tomorrow in CPI. But feel pretty happy about this trade, not gonna lie. And yeah, that's the trade recap from today. So thank you so much, y'all, for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out here.